I'm with John, the developer of Dead Pixels 2. Can you tell us a bit about it?
It's a randomly generated side-scroller with zombies, loot, guns, and 1 to 4 player co-op.
Is there any additions from the first game you've added into the second?
There's a big difference in style of it. The original game was kind of 8-bit mixed in with Grindhouse films. This one is more 16-bit mixed in with VHS straight-to-horror movies. So the graphics has gotten a big overhaul. There's also, a much bigger RPG system to this one, as well. It's just basically got a lot of the improvements all the fans wanted from the original that I couldn't add in.
And straight-to-video, is that a part of the story, or is that?
Well, it was just, as I say, the kind of inspiration of the original game was inspired by Grindhouse films, and they have a lot of connections to indie games because that was a point where anyone could make a film and then get it distributed. And what killed off the Grindhouses was the straight-to-video market, where anyone with a VHS camcorder could make their own movie and just duplicate it themselves and then sell them. And it was kind of like the indie movies of the time, where there was all these mostly awful movies just being put out by people, in their own homes with their friends and family, and they were just distributed and sold. And it's kind of just like indie games, so I kind of felt like this should be straight to video.
So they're basically just filming their own zombie apocalypse.
Yes, pretty much.
So I can see you got some VCR. What is that? Is that VCR cases over there?
I'll grab one. Yeah, so I've actually got these VHS cases.
Custom made?
Yes. Although, if you pre-order the game just now, you can actually download the artwork for this and make your own. You'll have to get your own lights and your own case, but yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool if people got to make their own, because I was sure people would like them.
Yeah, because VCR's gone now, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, I have to say, I don't know how old you are, but it's there have been quite a few people playing, and I've been thinking, yeah, that this person was probably born at a point when VHS was obsolete.
I used to have a TV, I used to put VCRs in. The static was terrible.
I have to say, it was a bit of a worry during development that there wasn't going to be any nostalgia for this. It seems like, at least with the Grindhouse look, there was a bit of a kind of I don't know, it was a bit of a fad in films to have that in a few games. But when it comes to VHS, there's not really that nostalgia yet. But it seems to maybe be coming back. There seems to be multiple games that are kind of going for an 80s look just now and adding in scan lines and stuff. I think there is at least 2 or 3 other 80s games here at Rezzed.
Yeah, there's a few of them over there.
Yeah.
Tango Fiat.
Yeah,
they were.
So it kind of feels like I am hopefully at the beginning of the wave and not at the end of it. If there is going to be a kind of 80s revival and kind of a love of VHS and scan lines and static.
Like Slender.
Yes. Never actually played Slender.
Why not?
I don't know. It's the same reason I've got amnesia and just never played it. Just, I don't know.
For the retro games.
I'm a collector of retro games. I don't have a lot of time to play them anymore, unfortunately.
But you've got a shelf at home full of
Just the one? No. Bookcases. Yeah, I do have couple hundred, maybe about 600 retro games on multiple consoles. I don't have a Tetris, but I do have, something close to 60 Mega Drive games all fully boxed.
Have you got any of these VCRs at home?
I don't actually, I don't have a VCR. I only have a few VHSs. What I tend to do is buy up the cases, and then I remove the artwork, put it in a folder for reference, bin the tape, and then stick lights in it. I'm sure VHS collectors everywhere will hate me for that, but
Sounds fun.
It does, but I'm effectively taking something they like and then taking its carcass and sticking lights in it, and then parading it around.
What powers the lights?
It's just AA batteries.
Fire hazard.
No. Stand hasn't burnt down yet. It'll never burn down.
So is there any? Is this obviously on Steam then, or?
It'll be coming to Steam. It's currently a humble widget on my site to pre-order it, and that'll give you a Steam beta key. It also gives you the original Dead Pixels Steam key and a DRM-free copy of that, the artwork for this, and then once this is actually out, you'll get a DRM-free copy of it for Mac, Linux, and Windows, as well as a Steam key.
And are you only going to go onto consoles?
My aim is this year is going to be focused on PC, Mac, and Linux, and I would hope to do consoles next year. I'm just going to have to see what consoles I can get on.
Which one would you want?
I'd ideally love to do PS4 and 360 because I have a lot of fans on the 360, and I actually really like the PS4. It's an odd combination, but
mix, yeah.
It's helping the people that actually, made me successful by giving them the game and going where I think future success will be.
What about handheld?
The kind of issue with handheld would be the technology of porting the game over. If it was possible, I'd consider handheld as well.
Is there any character customization that you can?
Yes, you can fully customize your character. There's not a lot of bits in it just now. But I'm going to be adding stuff all through development, and if anyone wants to suggest, I want gas masks, then I'll put that in. It's fairly good just now because you can actually just choose bits, and then you can choose the colors of those bits, and it just puts together your character.
Is it multiplayer and co-op?
Online multiplayer. The plan is to have online and local. Just now, the beta and the demo here is only local co-op, but online I'm hoping to get into the beta around May or June.
And the static effects on the screen, are they always on there, or is that just when you...
You'll be able to disable it. I'll also probably have a few other effects in there. If you want to have the CRT effects and the scan lines without the static, or I'll probably include an old film grindhouse filter as well, and maybe a black and white film filter as well.
How about when you pause the game, do you get the old solid...
Well, that one's rewinding just now.
Is that when you die, or is that when...
Yes. When you die or reach the end of the demo, it'll do a rewind. And then the next person to play it will start playing again.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's even got the retro text as well.
Yeah. I have spent quite a bit of time looking up different videos of VHS films that have been uploaded to YouTube, and just watching the same bits again and again, trying to study how it looked on them.
Do you reckon the next game will be about DVDs?
I had this conversation earlier. The thing is with a DVD, I can't really think what people will associate with DVD. We're maybe just too close to it. Maybe future generations will see DVD as the blurry thing that came before Blu-ray. But just now, it's it just seems pretty good. I did last year as an April Fool's Day. I announced Dead Pixels 0. And that was inspired by silent black and white films and Atari games. Unfortunately, some people thought it was a real game, and I felt really guilty when I had to tell them, no, I thought this looked terrible, it was a joke.
So I think you're going to get Dead Pixels 3 burnt to disc.
Maybe, or just I'm going to skip it and just go straight to 4 and have Dead Pixels in space, because so many horror films done the fourth one in space, and it was just kind of this weird fad that I am mildly entertained by.
Well, if you leave the gap, do you reckon people will start making fan-made versions of it, or?
I don't know. Maybe I could just jump, even further. Do a Dead Pixels Part 18 or something as a joke.
Dead Pixels 3D.
I could. That's an idea. I have considered doing the red and blue 3D glasses for this. But I figured I'd have to do quite a bit of research.
How many people? You just see them all wearing them.
Yeah. Well, your character would have to wear the 3D glasses as well as you, probably.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. So I guess that's mainly all the questions I got to ask. You got anything to add?
If anyone wants to pre-order the game, they can get it at deadpixels2.com. It's $10. That's about £6 last time I checked. And as I said earlier, that gives you access to the Steam beta until development. What?
And the VCR cover.
Oh yes, and the VCR cover. And you actually get to make it filthy yourself, because it's actually like a clean one I've done, and then like you get to make it as mucky as you want yourself.
And who did the art?
The art was done by a guy on DeviantArt called Grimbro. He does really great artwork. A lot of it's inspired by movies, particularly monsters. He does like every year a Halloween thing where he does a thing a day, and I think last year it was like classic 50s monsters from stuff like the Golden Fleece and stuff like that, and Cyclopses, and it was just, he's a really talented artist.
I've seen you got mono sound on there. Is it actually mono, or?
That was a slight kind of joke. Originally, I was going to put stereo sound in, and then I realized how hard that would be, and so I just put mono sound in quickly. And then I thought I'll just put mono sound on the box for now, until I actually get that fixed.
It looks a good game, so hopefully it goes well.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Right.
Thank you.
See you.